Welcome back to another edition of the SNG Experience. This is number 68. My goodness. This week is now behind me as I sit here on Saturday, the day after our Enterprise send-off party, which took up most of the week. We had to get the studio ready for all the VIPs that were invited by the Museum of Science Fiction. If you don't know about this, and many of you asked as many times as we have talked about this before, go look it up on the internet. Museum of Science Fiction, I think .org, but I may be wrong. Just do a Google search. You'll find the website. It will explain everything, where the Enterprise is being sent off to. This was a send-off party we had last night. A lot of old friends were there, a lot of new people I've never met before. I want to thank Greg Vigiano for putting on the event. We basically just hosted it, but it took a lot of work to get the place together because we've been in work mode, and we had to do a lot of arranging of the studio and a lot of setup and a lot of stuff to get ready for it. And it was quite a push, but we did it, and it was very much successful. I will also be showing you bits and pieces of that I shot, and some of the preparation for it, as well as some of the work going on in the studio that week at the same time with our interns. John O'Leary made a really nice mold of this hand, and there's some other things going on as well with Paul Butcher doing the shuttle, building the shuttlecraft for the hangar bay, which we finally got in there. Decals are next to come along. So, well, let's get on with it and show you what went on this week, and then I'll come back and say bye, because I'm at the home studio today. And here's a view of the Enterprise you don't see too often. It's been moved to a new location so that, I can't say when we're doing this because it is closed to the public, but the museum is putting on a ceremony here, basically a christening ceremony for this before it gets shipped to Washington. And so we've been working in the studio here, making arrangements and getting things ready for all the VIPs that will be here to look at the model and sign the model before it goes out to Washington. So we're cleaning the place up and decorating, getting ready for the event, and framing some art that Steve Dix sent to us, which is just wonderful, and also that Darren Doctorman gave us as well of his renders of both the Enterprise and this. My favorite is this one. Oh, let's put in the background, but it's nice to see her really finished. So the engines are not turning right now. I have those off. I finally added those little balls and just tidied up all the stuff that had been bugging me on the model. And upstairs, Paul is working on the little shuttle that's going to go in the bay. Rosie, aren't you going to follow me? Giselle is working on her life mask. Yes. And Paul's over here.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Working on our shuttle.
It's better light. So I think I'm fabricating some. Damn it, little slip there. But yeah, can you sort of see here? There's these like little extra struts.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking about maybe trying to fabricate these little supports. Yeah, maybe incorporating those. Yeah, I think it might work here as well. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it out and see if it works.
Right. Okay.
And then if it doesn't.
I can't wait to see it all primered up and put in the bay.
I think
And then I'm wondering if any of these parts that Elliot Brown will work, like that piece which goes
the grill in the back. Yeah.
Is it the same size? It looks really close. It might be a little bit small, but then there's a bigger one over here.
I think
isn't there?
Yeah.
Can you make a bigger one somewhere? Oh yeah,
there it is.
Part of it.
That's it at the back there. Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably cut that out and put it back there. Huh.
Try it out.
Yeah, it looks like that one might fit. I mean, it'll be close. It'll be good enough. So
prime it.
Lucky he did all these different scales, and so we have the options. Very, very cool. And of course, I just love the nacelles. The nacelles are so cool. Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
So the place is really, really busy. I got to go order some parts and some things from Smith Brothers and from Kitcraft and from Berman's. So off I go. So what you got there, Paul? Oh, very, very nice. And so we're going to see if it fits. It's supposedly the right scale. It's about right.
There we go.
Oh, come on, let's stick it inside.
Put it in.
I'll try not to bash my head on the nacelles.
Yeah.
Boy, does that look neat.
Yeah.
I'm going to get back over here.
Right.
It's about the right size. You know, the problem with it is that the sizes were all off in the show. I mean, it's so typical. They build a model, and then, of course, the actual shuttle, the sets could not have fit inside of it, much like the Nautilus and other things. And there was, you know, so you have to sort of split the difference. With the size. I mean, if that was on a turntable, it would hit the walls, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it looks great.
As an approximation, I think it's really good.
Yeah, it is.
And we'll get away with it.
And the guy, yeah, well, the gentleman that built this, you know, scaled it to this model, so. Okay. And we could make the real smaller ones, but you know, when you look at the actual set, it's a little bit big, but yeah, now I can't get it out.
Yeah, that's it now.
So, John. Earth to John.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. He has divided this into two halves so that we can now lay up some plaster on this side and then Vaseline it after we remove the clay, and then do the other side, and we will have our mold, our case mold. So he's going to put in some keys here, and then we're going to mix up some plaster and put it in. And over here, we see Giselle working on her life mask, still, because she's getting it absolutely perfect, which is what we need in order to be able to use this as a basis for making any section off it we need in order to create the creature makeup we're going to do on it, or a non-human. I like that. It's got a ring to it. A non-human visitor. So that's really looking smooth and beautiful. And what she's doing right now is she's filling in some stuff with UltraCal. Wow, this really is great. What you're going to do after you get all that done is you're, of course, going to mount it to a back plate. Yeah. So that's sitting nice and level. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Over here, I am finally hanging up some of my props, and I have to stain this still. And over here, finally, I'm going to get this gun mounted. And then Hank Zimmerman gave me this kit as a gift some years ago. And yes, it all functions and works and lights up. And it even has a real laser in it that could poke your eye out. So, but we're going to stain this and put the plaque on it. And then all this can be hung to the walls now, so people won't be picking them up off my tables all the time to play with them. And that's Rosie going after the vacuum. And over here, of course, is the Enterprise. Lights are off, and we're getting ready for our big event, which actually I can tell you when we're having it, because you won't see this video until Sunday. So I can tell you we're having our big event on Sunday to christen this and send it on its way to Washington. So Paul is working away on the shuttle.
Yeah, not far from finishing the paint job on that now.
No, but he's just getting started. Just doing those windows alone is a great start, and it's the right color.
Yeah.
No, oh, super, Paul. You've done such a great job.
Thank you.
You really have. Oh.
Yeah, the finer details. I think quite tricky, but yeah, I think it's turned out quite well actually. That. Yeah. Happy with that.
Yeah,
the final thing to add in there, which is the grill on the back.
You can put a gorilla on the back?
Yeah, I'm going to put a gorilla on the back.
Oh, okay. That one fits, eh?
Yeah, it should fit.
Okay.
So it should kind of fit into place.
From Elliot Brown, wherever he is out there somewhere. Oh.
Yeah, great.
And bit by bit, we're getting more work done on this, and you can see the cables coming out from here. which come out this tube, which will go through these tubes, which will go to a controller that will control the fingers. And with one hand, I doubt I can make this do anything. Well, you can see that one finger moving as I pull this, so it's working pretty well. So if I do the other ones, I can give you the bird. It is actually working, so that's really nice. It's going to work out very, very well. And of course, the costume's looking really well. It's really good too. A bit more work to do on that. So John's about to mix up his first batch of pottery plaster, and this plaster, John, is a very good plaster. It's a pottery plaster. It's used for making molds, for making ceramic pieces in. It's very absorbent, very strong, gets a lot of detail, so we don't need that for this, but it will set up very quickly, and so we'll get both halves in before it becomes too late. Oh. So you got your water in there, that's fine. That's going to be a lot, so let's see what happens. I don't have gloves on, but I guess you don't care.
Well, probably we don't have a watch off anyway.
We don't have a rinse bucket, so I will go get that. But keep pouring that.
Oh, okay.
And that's probably a little bit more. Yeah. Hang on. So John's smushing away, getting rid of the lumps. And this will be for our support mold, mother mold, backup mold, bracing mold, whatever you like to call it. And how's that now? Pretty good? This is a very, very fine job he's done. This is very proper, and this is how you make a nice separator for the two halves of this mother mold, or anything we might be molding. This is really well done, John.
Thank you very much.
So now we're going to just kind of grab a brush and paint it in like that.
Just go at it basically the same way we do.
Yeah, just like doing anything. Just make sure there's no bubbles, which pretty much we don't have. And we'll get that all covered. When we come back here in a minute, we'll see it all covered. So here we are. We're doing the second side. John's Vaselined up pulled the clay away, and now he's Vaselined it up, and we got some clay there that'll create a cavity so we can later pry apart the mold. And he's laying up the second part. We will open this tomorrow. Here,
so it was a PDF.
We've got Paul here doing the decals for Galileo.
Yep.
That thing there. Great job. He did all those already. So now we're going to print these off on the inkjet printer over there tomorrow and
so
put the decals on.
With an imposition, a load of these decals, so if you ever do any more shuttles of this size,
right,
you should be able to use the same shape.
Shuttles of that size.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that little
it's
beauty.
Tiny.
Yeah, it sure is nice. And yes, that worked out really well. Got all the props up. They're no longer sitting there causing trouble. And over here, of course, is the rifle from First Contact, which is very dusty. I need to dust it off. And the plaque that certifies that it's the real thing. And yeah, that was good to get done. Got a bunch of aliens here. Get away, you guys. So Rosie's been driving us all crazy. She saw Adam Savage squish all those ducks, and now she's having to go at us with this ball, which she's been squeaking non-stop for the last, what, hour?
Yeah.
Easy an hour.
Easy
an hour, yeah.
She's having fun though.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe I'll get her a bunch of those ducks like he had. Those ducks I've never seen before. They got a little tassel on top.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get that ball. So you can imagine trying to work in a studio while that's going on. Yeah. And you're on live at SNG Studios. It's Randy Newbert in person. So Randy, what do you think?
This is awesome. Totally excited.
Isn't he awesome? He is awesome himself.
Right on.
And Mary. Look, you actually see Mary too.
This is who I am.
And Paul Gentry. My old friend from way back. 74. He took all those wonderful pictures I've been posting lately and is about to shoot our TV series.
That's true.
In the grandest of styles.
Keep an eye out.
You bet.
Awesome.
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 Okay, let's see if I can go through it. And here we also have Model Man Tom and Amanda, who came up for this special send-off to the Enterprise. What do you think, guys?
It's a wonderful party, Steve.
Well, thanks for being here. Actually, I didn't put it on. It's Greg over here who put it on. So, and here's Greg Vigiano, who put on the whole event. And will you introduce him, please?
Morgan Gendel, screenwriter for TNG.
Occasionally, yes.
Occasionally. We all say that who work in the business, but he, and what episode did he write that we all love so much? Probably, if I had to say, what is my favorite one, and all the rest of the fans that I know, including Doug Drexler.
And IO9 top 3 of all Star Trek episodes.
Right.
Inner Light.
Right, Inner Light. And what a wonderful, beautiful, freaking story you wrote.
Thank you for saying so.
No, you can believe me. It's the
As
truth.
I said, and I always used to say, very collaborative. You go in and you work with the other writers, and then you make this thing, and you don't know how it comes out so good. It just does.
It's a hallmark in film and in television and entertainment for sure. So.
Cheers, Steve. Thank you.
You bet. So, let's see. And here we go. We got Darren Doctorman here.
Hi, Steve.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting
We
me.
appreciate you. We always love having you here. You're so much fun.
Well, I try to be. I try to be entertaining whenever I can be.
And Danny, thanks for coming. This is your first time here.
First time here.
Hope you're having a blast. And Dorothy, thank you so much for coming. And thank you for all your wonderful stories that you've written, not just for Star Trek, but many other entertaining venues in the media. So
Great job, Steve. Spectacular.
that, they've seen it before. Well, thank you so much. So, Tom, what do you got there?
This is the
if
Scott
I don't
Alexander, Captain Coward Board,
Okay,
Botany Bay.
that's Scott's, okay.
It's in scale with your Enterprise.
All right, well, let's put it over there and see how it looks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. There you go. You're getting the grand.
So to match up the show. Something like
Well, there it is, everyone. There's your photo opportunity. Tom's model of Alexander's model, right alongside my model. That's pretty cool.
Look here.
I'm going to get out of everybody's way,
So I
so
met this homesteading.
I'll get over here.
You know,
It's white buffalo turquoise.
See it next to each other.
White buffalo turquoise.
That's pretty amazing. So here we are. It's about 9 o'clock, and the party for there's Model Man Tom over there. Model Man Tom.
Hey, everybody.
And it's winding down, and we're all a little having fun. And this was, of course, a big party for the send-off for the Enterprise. And really farewell. Where is it? Oh, over there. See the bridge? They do. And there's still a fair amount of people still here having a good conversation, a good time. And we're really happy that everybody came.
It's been a wonderful night, Steve.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
Smile.
See ya.
Oh, I'm rolling. Well, there's
Come here, Xena.
Travis. There's Rosie the Wonder Dog, as you well know. And here's
Okay,
Xena
we
the
need,
Princess
you guys
Warrior.
Need to sit.
And
Sit.
you sent us that. You sent
Travis
them
sent
something.
you something very special. A whole thing of tennis balls. Look at that. So let me open it up.
Notice the
Here we go. I'll put that right
notice
there.
the suspense.
Sit.
The suspense.
Are you ready? Ready? Catch! Oh boy! Xena, one for you too! Oh yeah! Good dog! Say
There
thank you,
go.
Travis.
Thank you, Travis. We thought you'd like to see that, Travis. Thank you so much. It was so kind of you to send them the toys.
Oh boy.
And as you can tell, they love them very much.
No, you're not getting a second.
Well, as always, it was a great week. It was an exciting event, and we're really thrilled to have done all that and have met all these wonderful people that came to the event. Everyone watching this, thank you so much for coming and sharing with us your excitement about the model being finished and the museum. It's much appreciated. Next week, we are starting for Lou Domalso, our good old friend Lou of Aztec Dummy fame. He ordered a captain's chair. Now, normally, with our schedule going on, how busy we are doing everything else for our TV series, I would have passed on this. But because it's for Lou has bent over backwards for us and everyone else in the community more than once to help us with our needs, and has been very generous about it as well with his time. So the least I could do is oblige. Now, the reason why this was a good opportunity for him, because Lou himself, along with Steve Dreyer, are going to drive a truck all the way from back east out to SNG Studios to load the model on and drive it back there. Because you know what, quite frankly, we don't trust UPS, FedEx, or the United States Postal System further than I can spit. They will destroy that model, and you know it and I know it. So I told the museum the only way to ship that is to have modelers themselves and fans of Star Trek pick that up, who will treat it like nitroglycerin on its way back to the studio. So that's what we're going to do. But there's room in the truck. So Lou thought, hey, I always wondered how we'd ever ship one of those chairs, but now I don't have to worry about it. Will you build me a chair? I know there's not enough time. I said, Lou, I will do it. So you're going to see us start on that on Monday, and everyone's going to chip in, all our interns, help us get that together quickly before the first week in April, which is when they're going to come pick up the Enterprise. So we'll be working on that and a lot of other stuff. So it's going to be an exciting week. So be sure to check back with all of us. And thank you, all of you. We love you a whole bunch for your support and your love that you share with us for SNG Studio.